I'm happy to see you at our 20th webinar. So we already have passed 20 webinars, and I hope today you will have something new, as we are going to talk about social life, and particularly about government, about governing system, what people we have like at the that had our country, our state, so who are the main people in the government. And also our subtopic will be passive voice, so we will talk more about it and how we use it and when we use it. So in the chat, as usual, you can write how you feel. I will read it and check how many people we have today who will be active, and we are going to start. So, as you know, when we have NMT, we cover different topics, and one of these topics is social life and society, so some state and society. So now I want to check two types of governing systems, and these systems will be related to USA and Great Britain. So now, like as a small warm-up, we will have with you fill in the gaps task, where you need to check what words we need to fill in. So let's start talking about the USA, and let's talk about it. So let's start with the first sentence, and we have: in the USA, we have a pretty complicated governing system. We have two houses of. So what houses do they have? I can see that you wrote that you have only 6, like we have only 8 people today. Okay. So we have two houses. Any ideas? Okay, you think it's Congress, but actually it is Senate. So the House of and the. So what are the parts of Senate? The House of House of President can be. So the House of Representatives and the Congress. So when we are talking about Senate, these are House of Representatives and the Congress. So these are two basic components of it. But let's talk about parties. What parties do the USA people have? So parties, I think you know, it's party, yeah? So let's talk. What parties do they have? These are Democrats and Republicans. That is correct. And in general, our system is called a federal system, and our head of state is the is the president. So, as we can see here, we have got the main person is a president, we have a senate, so we have got two components there, House of Representatives and the Congress, and two main parties, Republicans and Democrats. From this text, what you can take to NMT? First of all, such word as governing system, not government system, not, I don't know, governmental system, governing system, federal system, and we also have with you head of state. Head of state. Okay, let's move on to the UK. And in the UK, our head of state is the Queen because we are a monarchy. That is correct. Our government is made of MPs, that's members of parliament, and they meet in the houses of parliament. So we have two houses. The house of, okay, there we have the House of Lords. Pay attention that Lords are elected members, and the House of Commons that are not elected. So we have got, and the leader of our government is called the Prime Minister. That is correct. So from this text you take the same head of state, monarchy word, and also remember about the word house. That means palata. And I have a question. Who is Commons? So now let's check what we have. So as we had with you USA and UK, I made a small table for you just to have just general knowledge about these systems. So if we are talking about the USA, we have got there a president, we have Congress, House of Representatives, Senate, Cabinet, and two main bodies, Democrats and Republicans. If we are talking about UK, these are Prime Minister, so the head of the executive branch, Parliament, so it is like the basic structure that makes laws. If we are talking about Congress, it consists of Senate and House, but Parliament consists of House of Commons, it's Палата представників, Палата громад, and Lords, Палата лордів або Сенат. And you can check what these words mean. Remember that when we are talking about the minister, that is, I think, clear. Party, it is partia. And what also you need to remember, to make law, as for you just to know, a law, it's закони. Now we are going to talk more about different words related to state and the structure of the state. And now I want us to check 7 more new words for you. And your task will be to match the words with definitions. These words will be easier, so I think you will now you will have less time to do this task. So let's start with the first definition, and it is a person who has the legal right to live in a country. Who is that? So we call such person a citizen. That is correct. Number 2, the most important elected person in a town or city. So this person is called mayor of the city. Okay, the group of most important members of the government who take key decisions. This is cabinet. Cabinet Ministrів. Yeah, you know this already. Number 4. A person who has a job in politics. Okay, this is a politician. That is correct. Thank you. Number 5. An important member of parliament who is in charge of particular department. Okay, that is minister. That is correct. Number 6. The members of parliament whose parties didn't win an election. That will be opposition. Okay, good. And the last, the people who are elected to govern the city are called councillors. Okay, so let's sum up. Councillors, these are the people who are elected to govern the city. It's like міська рада, something like that in Ukrainian. Cabinet, this is the group of most important members who take the key decisions. Mayor, it is the most important person in a town. It's mayor. Minister, it's easy. Politician, it's політик. Citizen, житель, громадянин. And opposition, це опозиційна партія. Okay, good. Then now we are going to work more with these words, and now our task will be to read the text and choose the correct option. But please pay your attention that this text is formal and we have words related to politics and governing system. So maybe if you have some controversial choices, think that it is a formal letter to the person. So let's start with the first phrase, and we have, I expect you know that we've got a general election or choice soon. Okay, a general election, because we are talking about process where we choose a new mayor, a new president, or etc. It's on TV all the time, and salesmen or representatives of the three main parties are out. Okay, you think it's representatives, and that is correct, because salesmen, it's, купці, продавці, but representatives, these are представники. Okay, are out persuading or campaigning and handing out leaflets every day. They are campaigning. I think you know the words кампанія політична. So this will be the same in English, campaigning. When you promote your when you promote yourself to get more votes from people. It is called campaign. Okay, the government's term or length of office in the UK is 5 years. I really like that you choose the correct answers, but you're not sure about them. So, the government's term, termin, of office in the UK is 5 years. So I wasn't right or eligible to vote last time, but now I am. Eligible. Eligible means that you are able to vote right now. So you achieved or you reach some, I don't know, age or some rights that you can vote right now. But now I am. However, it's difficult to decide who to support. We've got a right. I don't see your answers. A right-wing party. Праве крило. Right-wing party. The Conservatives. Left. Socialist is Labour. And the middle or the center party are the Liberal Democrats. And the center party are the Liberal Democrats. Okay, good job. Of course, there are plenty of other small parties too. They all write about their different what? Different policies in a party. In a party, I don't see. In a party manifesto. Party manifesto, it's when we have posters with some ideas from the people. It's like плакати, партійні плакати. In a party manifesto, but you never know if they'll keep their promises, do you? Oh well, I probably decide when I get to the voting or polling station on the day. Here we have got a tricky phrase because we vote, but the station is called polling station. So please just remember for yourselves that it is a fixed phrase. We can vote, ми можемо голосувати, but we can do it only at a polling station. And it is called виборча дільниця, right? So it's just for you to remember this phrase. Okay, then let's quickly check the vocabulary that we covered right now. When we are talking about the main people in our city, country, and etc., we call these people authorities. Authorities, these are органи влади. Conservative, I think it's easy. It's консервативний. Next, we will talk about debate and issue. Debate, you know, it's when we have opposite opinions and we try to discuss it. But usually, like, debate are usually more, I don't know, not violent, but they are more, I would say, when people have really controversial opinions and they debate it. So, eligible, as we discussed, it's мати право, like to reach some age, to reach some, I don't know, other criteria, so you can, for example, vote. Head of state, we discussed. It's голова держави, left wing, right wing, ліве крило, праве крило. Majority, it's більшість, so for example, 70% and more. Mayor, it's мер, міський голова. Minority, it's меншість, it's like 20%. Pass a law, it's прийняти закон. Pay attention that we need to remember pass a law, not make a law, not create a law, not approve a law. Pass a law. Виборча дільниця, polling station, houses we discussed. The people, we know that people are not used with the, but if we are talking about народ, коли ми хочемо сказати, що саме народ якоїсь країни, we say the people, for example, of Ukraine. Vote, you need to remember that we use with for, голосувати, проголосувати. Win an election, виграти вибори. And term is каденція, so it is the time when one president or one mayor can work at this position. Okay, so now, as we discussed all of these words, I want us to check more phrases related to state and society. And I want to check this word, this abbreviation. MP is member of parliament. So for you just to remember and not be confused with this word. And here we have with you give, pass, stand, win, fight, vote, race, and debate. Please pay your attention that we need to change the form of the verb to make the sentences correct. And let's start with the first. Our MP didn't for re-election this time. Our MP didn't stand for re-election this time. So they didn't try, they didn't support, so they didn't want to have this re-election this time. The Conservatives have promised to pass a law, we already discussed it, to do what? To raise the age for leaving school. Okay. On channel 5, you can see the MPs different issues in the comments. What can they do? What can they do with issues? Yes, you can see the MPs debate different issues in the comments. Обговорювати проблеми. Okay. Which party did you for in the last election? Pay your attention to the word for. Which party did you vote for in the last election? Number 5. Labour. The election with a clear majority. Labour won the election with a clear majority. Okay. Number 6. The Prime Minister a press conference yesterday after his party was defeated in the vote on animal rights. He gave a press conference. All right, and the last, Tony Blair, 3 elections and won them all. Tony Blair fought 3 elections and won them all. Because here we have with you 2 actions in the past. So you don't need to say had fought, but you need just to say like a sequence of past actions. Here we had 7 basic phrases: stand for, pass a law, debate issues, vote for, win the election, and give a press conference, and fight elections. So I want us to check more phrases related to these verbs, and we will talk about stand, pass, raise, debate, vote, win, give, and fight. So we can say stand against, stand by, stand up, and that's all. Pass on, pass an exam, pass the time. Raise awareness, raise an issue, raise money for charity. Debate about policies, debate on a topic, or just debate the future of education. Vote in favor, на перевагу, vote in favor, vote down a proposal, and vote on an amendment. За щось голосувати. Win a prize, win support, win a case in court. Give advice, give permission, give a lecture, fight for justice, fight over resources, fight off an attacker. Please look at the phrases and write the phrase that you don't remember or you are not sure about. Okay, as I can see, you don't have any questions, you don't have any ideas for these phrases, so we can move on. And now, I have prepared a text about one person. And tell me please whether you know who this person is. Okay, I can see one answer. Okay, you were correct, and it is Nelson Mandela, and he is a South African politician. So now we are going to read a text about this person and check what he has done during his term, and during his life. So now our task will be to read the text and make use of English task. There you have got 5 gaps, and your task is to choose the correct word. So let's start reading, and we have the first sentence. Who was the man that so many emotions and still inspires people? Everybody think it's C, and that is correct. He evokes so many emotions. Викликає багато емоцій. So anticipates, it's like predicts, sends. We can't send emotions. Evokes, we discussed. And make emotions. We can cause, for example, emotions, but we can't make them. Number 2. He had always dreamt, like his dad, that one day all people in Africa would become equal. Because there, how we can understand that it is D? We had with you past, and there we need to have future in the past. And only one variant is possible to make future in the past. Number 3. He was a hard-working student, and if it hadn't been for the fact that he was expelled from his university for taking part in a protest, he would have graduated much earlier than he did in the end. So there we use third conditional. If it hadn't been, he would have graduated. So for you, the main part here, it is this small one to check what you need to use. So luckily for him, the times changed, and he didn't spend the rest of his life. We already learned this phrase with you at the previous time. So he spent the rest of his life behind bars, in prison. So you know it. But was released in 1990. 4 years later, he won the Nobel Peace Prize and became South Africa's first democratically voted, selected, elected past president. So there we use with you elected, because people voted for him and he was elected. Why can't we use, for example, voted? If we used voted, we would say he became South Africa's first democratically president voted for. So we need to use with you this preposition. Past, we can't have past because we can pass a law, as we know, but we can't pass, for example, a president. So we have 2 variants, selected and elected. There we're talking about politics. That's why we use elected. Okay. I really enjoyed your work, as you did it very fast, and that is nice. Now we are going to talk about our second topic, and that will be passive voice. So as you know, passive voice is I don't know, that mode of English where we focus more on the thing that that doesn't do the action, but who receives this action. So now let's take a look at 2 examples, and there we have got with you the form of passive voice. iLearn releases new webinar every day. So we have got with you subject. So this subject does does some action. So iLearn releases, and we have new webinars. That is object. Yeah, that's true. We don't have webinars at the weekend. So yeah, maybe my sentence was not correct in this context. And here we have the main focus at the word iLearn. But when we are talking about new webinars are released every day, there the focus is on new webinars. So on the receiver of this action, because it's important for us that they are new webinars, and our action is more important now. So new webinars are released every day. So we don't care, for example, who does it, but we care that they are released every day. And also, while we are doing this task, I also want to remind you about the test that will be waiting for you after the webinar. There you can practice both passive voice and words related to state and society. So, when we talk about passive voice, actually we need to use it when the agent, like the person or the doer of the action, is unknown. Next case is we use passive voice to emphasize the action and not the person or thing that performs an action. And the third case, when it is not necessary who or what does the action because it's obvious. So we have got 3 variants. The person is unknown, the action is more important, and it's obvious who does the action. So let's take a look at the examples. So in the first example, we don't care who did that. We care that it was discovered. In the second one, our main focus is this: the project is completed. We don't care who did it. We don't care how long, how much. We care about the result of this action. And the letters are delivered every day. There, we understand who does the action actually. Yeah, we have some postman who delivers all of that. So it's not necessary for us to tell it one more time. And I can see some comments about Mandela and passive. And it's very fun that you said that you did it like at the same time. Both topics are at the same lesson. So, how to create passive voice? So we form the passive voice by using simple formula: to be plus verb in the third form. It is always like that, but it changes only related to the tense that we use. So if it is present simple, we use am is are, third form. If it is past perfect, we use had been and third form. But please pay your attention that we start the sentence with the object. So when we usually talk about subject in active voice, yeah, I go to school every day. There we change subject with object, and we say, for example, the homework is done every day. So here is the main point. And now I want you to read some examples and you can see how it changes, how this to be plus verb insert form changes. So NMT is taken by thousands of students every day. So here you can see that here we use to be plus third form. M is a third form. NMT wasn't taken in 2021. If we are talking about past simple, we use was, were plus past participle. Oh, I'm sorry. When we are talking about present perfect, we have got NMT has been taken by thousands of students since 2022. So we use has, we use been, and third form of the verb. And the last, NMT will be taken by thousands of students this year. Yes, guys, it's true. You need to accept this, put up with that, but it will happen. So there we use will, we use be, and past participle. So in such a way, we talked with you about present simple, about past simple, present perfect, and future. So now it's time for you to practice present active voice to active voice. Oh, from active voice to passive voice, I'm sorry. So let's start with the first one. And here we have, they organize a party. How can we change it into passive? Okay, party is organized by them. Okay, thank you. Present continuous. They are organizing a party. The party is being organized by them. Okay. They have organized a party. The party has been organized by them. Okay, number 4, past simple. They organized a party. A party was organized by them. Past continuous. They were organizing a party. A party was being organized by them. Okay, and the last at this page, past perfect simple. They had organized a party. Okay, a party had been organized by them. And you are correct. We don't need to say by them in this case, but for you to see how it changes, how we put subject into secondary parts of the sentence, it's like for you just to see where it goes. But when you work just with passive voice, you don't need it. So now we will move on with future and present perfect. So let's start with the first, and there we have, they will organize a party. So future simple. A party will be organized. Yes. Future perfect, they will have organized a party. A party will have been organized by them. Okay. Be going to. They are going to organize a party. A party is going to be organized. Okay. They will be organizing a party. Okay, a party will be being organized, but pay attention that it is not used like in future continuous, but like it's rare when we use passive voice in such cases. So it can be, but it like isn't very used. Okay, present perfect. They have been organizing a party. So the party has been being organized. And the last, they had been organizing a party. So there we use with you, a party had been organized by them. But in all like in continuous, future continuous, present perfect continuous, and past perfect, passive is rarely used. So these three variants are not used like in natural discussion, natural conversation, but for you just to see how it can be written, how it can be formed. At NMT you won't have it like 100%. So for you not just write the sentences, I really appreciate that you did that, and most of you have written their sentences and I could check them. I want us just to choose the correct answer. So we have only 5 sentences. I think it will be very easy for you if you did that task. So let's start with the first. the cake by my grandma. The cake was made by my grandma. So there we used with you past simple. The emails already by the assistant. The emails have already been sent. Okay. Number 3. A new school in our town last year. Okay, a new school was built in our town last year. Number 4. The invitations by tomorrow will send, have sent, will be sent, or will have sent. Okay. So the invitations will be sent. Even when we have with you by tomorrow, that can be possibly be future perfect, we don't have been in the variant, that's why it's not correct. And the last, the movie at 7 p.m. The movie is shown, every day at 7 p.m. As I can see, you did everything correct. So, I will remind you one more time that we form passive voice by using to be plus third form. And now you will have 5 sentences that you need, where you need to find the mistakes and correct the sentences. So let's take a look at the first sentence, and please rewrite the full sentence in the chat. Okay, the house was painted last week. Okay, thank you. The books are delivered in the morning. Don't forget that we use past participle in the sentences with to be, because there we need to use third form of the verb. Okay, the books were delivered in the morning. That is correct. Dinner is being cooked by my mother. Okay, dinner has been. There we use present continuous, and we need to say dinner is being cooked by my mother. Okay, good job. This email will be sent soon. This email will be sent soon. This email will be sent soon. So there we use future simple. And the last, the cake has ate already. Okay, I can see one answer. Okay, no more answers for today. And there we need to use the cake has already been eaten. So please remember that when we talk with you about third form of the word eat, it will be eat, ate, eaten, the last. So let's sum up our topic for today. There we used with you passive voice. We need to use it when the doer of the action is unknown or obvious, and with when the focus on the activity that is being done. So for the next time we are going to talk more about use of English. We will talk more about strategies that you can use when we talk about it, and we will talk about reported speech, which is quite popular at NMT, so we will practice a lot. So thank you very much for today's lesson. Please don't forget that the next webinar will be on Tuesday, and I am looking forward to seeing you at that day. You will have more useful information at iLearn. So see you next time, and goodbye.